Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back. I'm adjusting my chair a little bit. Hope everyone is doing well today. I have out my iPad, so that means I saw it on Pinterest. So today what I have picked is a grungy layout. I was looking for something for my new journal, and I came across this pen, and of course, when I looked it up, I could see that it is a pen from the Queen of Grunge herself. Oh, it's not going to let me go. There we go. Shabby Soul. So, Suzy, thank you for the inspiration for this pen today. And we're going to make an adaptation of this to use in my newest journal. So, I'm going to move this to the side so I have more room to work. And we're going to get started. First, let me introduce you to the journal. This is it. And this one is called Sylvia's Estate. And it is going to be grungy, of course. And it is going to have things that you might find in an estate sale, or what I look for at an estate sale anyway. So, it is a hardbound journal. It has 3 signatures, and of course you can see the cover here. I did this on corrugated cardboard to kind of look like a tin roof, and it's got this rusty key on it, and part of a photograph that I used some aged Scotch tape on it, and there's part of a legal document here that talks about power of attorney. And then this is where I came up with the name. This is a signature stamp by Creative Expressions. It's in the, let me see which one it's in. I think it's in the Signatures number 2 stamp set. And I had to put a new spine on the book. This one's a very old another school primer that had just a plain cover, but it's got a nice aged look to it. You can see that's the original. And then I put some drop cloth. This is a drop cloth that I use when I tea dye stuff. So you can see it has tea stains and stuff on it. And then I just put some laces and bit. And I have started laying it out. I don't have anything in it. I've done a couple of pockets in the front and back. And I've got a couple of tags stuck in there that are made from a masterboard. But they haven't been decorated or anything yet. And I did put my little tabs on here that I made for Grungy Wednesday, or Wednesday Grunge Play, which I think look really cute. And I did put, there's a couple clusters in here that I have put in as tucks. Let me find one of those, like this. So it's a tuck behind it. I think I have one of those in each of the signatures. But other than that, I haven't done anything to it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a center layout for the middle signature. And I'm going to base it off Suzy's layout. So let's get started. The first thing that I have for this side is, and that's where she has her little group photo here with the little paper doll in front and the lace on the bottom. I have picked this photo, which is one of my actual photos. And I ran a copy of it because I was trying to debate whether to use the original photo or the photocopy. And I believe that I'm going to go with the original, just because I don't feel like my copy is the color that I want. I think I want the color that is on the original. So I'm putting this on this side as the background photo. And then instead of a paper doll, I'm going to use this portrait on the bottom. And then I've got some lace to put down here, just so he doesn't look like he's cut off. So that's going to be that side. Oh, and then I have a little tag I'm going to paper clip up here at the top. And that is from Tracy Fox, from her grungy labels or grungy numbers or something like that, I think is what it's called. Okay, and then on the other side, I have this Tim Holtz background paper that I'm going to put over here, and I'm going to make a pocket. And in the pocket, I'm going to use this photo, which is also an original. And I'm going to cover it with the white part of a napkin, like when you peel the white part off to use for decoupage. I'm going to use the white, and I'm going to put it on top of, if I can get it behind there, this with some decoupage medium, and then make a tag out of it to go in the pocket. And then I've got my little scrappy pieces of lace with my butterfly to go in the middle. So yeah, that's where we're gonna go. And I picked a piece of light blue lace just to kind of put a little bit of color, and also to tie in with the background, which is going to show a little bit. Okay, so that's the plan. So let's get started and see how it comes out. We'll see if it's a hit or miss. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is put down this photo. And I think I'm going to use, I think we can probably use just glue stick for this. So where's my glue book? That is the question. I haven't had it yet this morning, so I've laid it somewhere, which I'm sure is right here. It can't be far. Okay. Glue book. I mean, my space is like not that big. Where could it have gone? Well, it's a good way to start the day. Can't find my glue book. Alright, I'm gonna grab just something out of my scrap bin here. Let's use this so I can figure out what in the world I did with my glue book. Alright, so we're going to glue this down. I try to do my center layouts first. No particular reason other than I'd like to have a general idea of where I'm going with the journal. And usually your center layouts and your beginning of the signatures are the most elaborate. My little dauber here has about had it. It's falling apart. See if we can get through this photo and I'll grab one. Alright, so this little guy is going to go just right in front of them. About right there, I think. And let's use our glitter glue for that since we are gluing to a photograph. We'll see how this goes. I haven't opened this yet today either. Seems to be working fine. Alright, so center him kind of here. Alright, and then I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac on the fabric. Excuse me. So I hope everybody's having a great crafty day. I'm just getting started today, so I've had a real difficulty this week with my videos getting uploaded. My Wednesday video took forever to load. I don't know what the difference was. So I will get this one uploaded on Thursday as quickly as I can. I don't know if it's something I'm doing or YouTube's just overly crowded trying to upload stuff. And of course, you know, I'm not one of those 40,000 subscriber YouTubers, so I'm sure I'm at the bottom of the list anyway. I'll just put Fabri-Tac on the page. I'm going to leave it all nice and stringy. Alright, and then this one will go here, but we want to put a safety pin in it first. I'm sure she's used one of the Tim Holtz mini ones because her journals are really small, but you can see how that's going to get lost. if I put that on there. So I'm going to use a bigger one, but I don't think I have well, I have a kind of rusty one. It's rusty enough that it doesn't want to go through there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right. And then we're going to put our tag at the top. What did I do with it? There it is. Ink it. Oh my goodness, this dauber. I'm gonna just get rid of it right now. All right, let me get a rusty paper clip. We're gonna clip this right up here. All right, so that's that side. Let me grab a dauber real quick. All right. Now we're good, except for that's not going to have any ink on it. Which I like them when they get good and inky. Excuse me, because that makes it easier to ink something up. Okay, hopefully I got rid of that frog in my throat and we can move on. So, I'm going to tear this so I can work with half of it. And I'm going to put the photo in there, and I'm going to use collage medium, I think. To put that on, let me grab my brush. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put it on the back of the photo first and stick that to the napkin. I'm sure this is going to curl like crazy. We'll have to do some flattening out when we get done. And then I'm going to put it on the photo. And I'm going to put a top coat on. Be sure and get around the edges really well. Okay, I'm going to set that aside and let it dry while we're working on the pocket. Lift it up and set it back down so it won't glue to my little undersheet there. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Now for the pocket, first thing we need to decide is how wide we want it. So I think I want it similar to what the picture is, just so it's symmetrical. So maybe to about right where my finger is. There, and then there. Alright, so I'm going to tear it because I want a rough edge. Move my book out of the way. Then do something like this. And then behind that, I want to put this paper with the holes, just because I think it looks neat. Alright, so that is going to create my pocket. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is a double pocket. I think I'm going to put a pocket here and make a pocket here. So when I glue this down, I'm going to glue it here, here, and here. So we're going to go across the top, down the side, maybe, and across the bottom. I should have inked that before I did that. Or do I care that that white's showing? Actually, I don't think well, yeah, I think I am going to ink it because these little crinkles have like an inked edge. But I think I'm going to use Vintage Photo for that instead of the walnut stain because I think it'll match the other better. Yeah. Good choice. Okay, now we need to put our butterfly, which I might as well ink that while I'm at it. And our little fabric pieces or lace pieces. And for this, I just have another piece of that drop cloth and then just some scraggly looking pieces of lace and muslin. And put the butterfly right there. I'm wondering, do I want to kind of stitch those together real quick? To kind of gather them up and then put the butterfly on top. The butterfly is just a Tim Holtz stamp that I stamped with black ink, and it's just on doubled coffee dyed paper. That's all that is. I didn't want it to be too thick, but I wanted it to be sturdy enough to hold together. I'm just going to run a couple stitches through here. Just to kind of make a nice little gather. And I know for those of you watching, I'm sewing backwards, but I'm a lefty. All right. So now we can glue this down, and again I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. And then I can put my little butterfly on there. And I think I'm going to put a label and make this look kind of like a book. Suzy's was actually a page in hers. But I'm thinking that this little label that says encyclopedia might be kind of cute, because we find encyclopedias at estate sales, right? You know, some people don't like the idea of estate sales, but I see them as a way to reuse things that once belonged to somebody that were important to them. You know, they have what they have because there was something about it, you know, that they kept for all the time that they had it. And I like the idea of being able to go in and rescue some of those things and use them in a different way and let them continue their life. So, yeah, I like going to estate sales for books and photos and linens and all those awesome things that we find for journaling. Cards, greeting cards, you know, old calendars. I mean, all those things that, you know, chances are that if you don't buy them at an estate sale, they're going to go in the trash. So, think of it that way if you're hesitant about going. Alright, so this is almost dry. Let's hit it with the heat gun just a little bit. It's going to make it really wrinkle up, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Oh, still a little sticky down there at the bottom. Must have got it a little thicker down there. Okay, I think that's good enough for me to work on it anyway. All right. So now I'm going to cut around it. Alright, now in order to make it look like a tag, I'm gonna chomp off the corners and put a, do I want to put a hole in the top? I think I'll just put it like a little tab on the top. I don't know if I'll do a hole. Alright, so let's put some angles here. And then ink it up with some vintage photo around the edges. I'm going to go over the napkin as well, because it'll pick up any of the wrinkles just really lightly and give it a really nice patina. Now I think I am going to put a stamp on it. Like a rubber stamp of some sort. Let's see. What do I want to use? Let's use another signature. Let's say that this is her friend Mary. We've got a stamp that says Mary Forsyth on it. And I'm going to do a test stamp because I've not used this one yet. Okay, Mary. I love those signature stamps. Okay, so now let's put a little piece up here for a tab so we can stick it in our little pocket right here. So, what do I have for that? Bring my book back over so we can get that ready to put in there. Maybe a little piece of this denim. It's too dark. Too dark. I've got some ticking. That'll work. I'm going to take some ticking and maybe another little piece of lace of some sort. Let's see if I can rip this in half a little bit. No, it's not going to rip. Let me cut it. I don't want it to cover up all of the ticking. Yeah. Then we'll just put it on here. Oops, my napkin's coming off on the back. Fix that in a second. Of course, it's on the edge. Need to ink the back of that too. Alright, so then our pocket will go on here like this. Do I want to put something else underneath there? Maybe some encyclopedia page would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Since I put encyclopedia on there. Let me grab a book. Alright, this is actually a dictionary, but in the back, I'm thinking, it's the right one. Yeah, it kind of has some encyclopedia kind of stuff. So this is the alphabet of the International Phonetic Association. That's not really going to show. And on this side is metrics to equivalents. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so, or do I want to do the phonics? No, because I don't see enough of the, okay, we're gonna do this side. this side, I can't make up my mind what I want to do. Alright, hopefully we're going to get glue stick on this without tearing it up. So are you guys starting to see signs of spring? We are a little bit. The birds are coming back and grass is turning a little green. We've had fairly mild temperatures as well, but I'm sure we're going to get hit with another cold spell before it's all said and done, but I'm ready for it. Time changing this weekend will help. And it's not getting dark at 6 o'clock or whatever. Okay, now we can glue this in place. And again, I'm going to glue here, here, and here. So I have another tuck behind there. Alright, so now we can stick our tag in here. Either down here, up here, you could do it kind of sideways like that. So you can see a little bit of the picture poking out. And then we can put a journal card back here. And I have some that I did with the master board that aren't decorated yet. Oh, and I've also got some postcards. Maybe one of those. These aren't decorated yet either, but this is Roxy Creations Digital. Let's see if that'll fit behind there. Might need to be trimmed down just a tad. I want it to go in fairly easily. Maybe just a tad more, and I've got room on this one to cut it down. So that's what we're gonna do. If I could cut straight. There we go, that's better. So yeah, I think that'll look good in there. And I'll decorate that, put a stamp there and decorate it. So there we go, there's my take on Suzy's layout. I hope you guys like that. Let me know what you think. And I will be back tomorrow for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 4. Until then, I hope everybody has a good evening. Bye.